So what's new with everybody?
Not much. Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's
that.
right. Somebody's got a fancy coffee cup.
I do. So does everybody else.
Where'd you get one of those?
I don't know.
Yeah. So
Oh.
what the listeners can't see is that we have batch number 1, the sample batch, I suppose you could say, of our Pandemic Guitar coffee mugs.
Exciting.
I don't know if there were samples, but
These are the samples, let's be honest.
Yeah, they are, because there's not enough of them to spread around too far.
No.
well, you can break them with a hammer and give pieces out.
There you go. And all you have to do is collect all 100 pieces, and you are the ultimate Pandemic Guitar fan.
Right. We'll even include the glue.
There you go. So we do have some mugs. I really have to get better at posting pictures on social media because nobody else wants to do it. But yeah, I do. We do have a couple cups here that we're sporting.
Yeah, they came out pretty good. I don't know about your guys' cups, but mine came with chocolate in it.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know
got
about that.
Chocolate in my cups when they were hand delivered to me.
So
by Mom.
That had to be Mom.
Yeah. Do you know how I got mine?
How?
Okay. So I get a text message from Dad like, "Hey, I got a present for Mom. Can you meet me at work tomorrow, like after work, and pick this up and just take it to your house? Because, I don't want to bring it home and blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, okay, fine. That's corny. Whatever. So I meet him, and he hands me this box, and it's heavy. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I set it on the passenger seat, and he's like, well, you can go ahead and open it up. It's yours. I'm like, what?
Why didn't you just save it for Christmas?
I don't think he would. But you were getting yours, so
True. That's true.
yeah. So
Yeah.
So at this point, for anybody who doesn't know, Dad made the cups.
Yeah, he
Just
did.
so that's out there.
Because our favorite hobby in this family is to have hobbies.
Right. Yes.
right. And
Many hobbies.
You wouldn't believe it, but I sat there and hand drew that logo I took, and like they do with when you get a tattoo, I just embedded that in the cup.
Yeah, I want to see you with your tattoo gun, just right into the cup. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Chiseled it right in.
Oh, well,
It's
hopefully.
getting deep.
Oh, yeah, I know. We'll get some pictures up on Facebook and Instagram here so you can see them. Along with, I still have to post pictures of the new Squire that I got. I'll get that taken care of here real soon. I'm going to go ahead and play the intro music now since we're already 3 minutes into this episode.
Sounds good.
Welcome back to another episode of the Pandemic Guitar Podcast. This is episode number 36, right before 37, which is going to be our Christmas special episode. I'm one of your hosts, Tim, and on microphone number 2 is our dad, Rick. Rick, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Of course, I'm doing good. I'm here. I'm breathing. And on microphone number 3 is Amanda. Amanda, how are you?
Howdy do.
How'd I do?
I'm okay. I've been watching a lot of Christmas movies since Mom's out here, so I'm just like repeating things from Home Alone at this point.
Right, yeah. And was there some Disney World or Disneyland or...
Disneyland, of course.
Yeah,
Duh.
I can never keep track of which one is on which coast.
Disneyland is out here and Disney World is in Florida.
Gotcha.
Now you know.
Yeah, the more you know. It's like, what is that NBC morning special thing?
What?
Yeah, the more you know.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
It's so hard to visualize when you're just listening. But yeah. I don't know if this is going to be a full-length episode or not. We'll do our best and just have fun with it because we're going to get together here in about a week and we're going to record another episode because, like I said, we're going to do 2 episodes back-to-back. This episode, Christmas episode, and then we're going to take a week off, or 2 weeks, really, And then I believe January 7th or 8th or something like that is when we would come back to our regular schedule. And I'm just looking here. It would be the 11th, actually, January 11th.
Wow.
Yeah. So hopefully everybody will get some time off and enjoy the holidays and the New Year's and, track all my new guitars on the NORAD Santa tracker.
What?
Hey, speaking of, I saw that you added a guitar tab book to your Christmas list.
I did. So if you've listened to this show before, and I know you guys know this, but I have New Guitar Day, or, well, one day a year that's New Guitar Day. And it usually is around that Black Friday, Cyber Monday, that so you can get a good deal. So I wanted to give myself a little bit more of a challenge to unlock New Guitar Day 2024. So what I'm going to do is try to learn 10 songs in 12 months. I'm not talking about the whole song, but enough of the song that I can make it through it and actually learn some new tricks and stuff like that.
Okay, so what songs are you going to learn?
Well, so I don't have the list of 10. All I have is song number 1, which fittingly is Metallica 1. I've always loved that song, that guitar solo that Kirk does. So that's what I'm going to start with. And that is one of the reasons why I put a tab book, a Metallica, I think it was the Injustice for All album.
Yeah.
I put that on my Christmas list because I want to learn that song. And here's the thing. There are a million resources out there. And actually what I'm learning with is, what's his name on YouTube? Music Marty Schwartz.
Okay.
Yeah. So he has a video out there, multi-part video, teaching you how to play that song. So I've been utilizing that, but then I'm also looking online for free tablature, and there's differences. And so I thought, well, if I get this book, this tablature book, that's supposed to be transcribed note for note.
Okay.
So I was like, why not? Plus, I don't have anything guitar related on my Christmas list.
I noticed that.
Yeah, that's very shocking.
I was like, what the heck? I'm missing out here.
Not even a Guitar Box gift card.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which is super shocking.
I like Street Puddle a little bit more. Don't get me wrong, Guitar Box is a little bit closer and more convenient, but even over the phone and through the interwebs, I feel like the customer service is just a little bit better.
Well, yeah, and then you get candy.
Oh, yeah.
Candy.
They mail you candy.
Candy and stickers.
Yeah.
And we all know, actually, I think Amanda should get the fat wallet of Sweetwater stickers this year.
Oh, jeez. I thought you said last time that you thought, who has them right now?
I think Dad has them.
I do.
Yeah, because Dad found them because you hid them. He found them.
Yeah, because I had to borrow. I think I borrowed a guitar case.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when I gave it back, I shoved all the stickers in there, and he actually put it away, packed it up. And who knows when he would have found them.
Well, Dad, now you got to find a creative way to hide those and re-gift them.
Yeah, I came up with this innovative way. There's a guy on YouTube that takes and goes after those porch pirates. And what he does, so it's going to be a box, and what it's going to do is it's going to have a little motor in it. And when you open it up, it's going to spin and spew out these Street Puddle stickers.
Nice.
And it'll have this little voice like Oprah Winfrey, like, you get a sticker, you get a sticker.
Oh, boy. Yeah, there's probably over 100 now.
Wow. I probably have another 20 in my drawer that I could add to that collection.
Yeah.
You have to keep it going.
You have to keep it growing.
Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna turn into the Turkey-tacular trophy. It's just gonna be the traveling item and forth.
Who's got all the street puddle stickers? The cool thing to do would be to wrap an entire gift.
Was it?
A what?
With just wrap an entire gift with street puddle stickers.
There you go. How would you keep it together, though?
I don't know, but
Ooh,
you
I just
probably
had
have
an
enough
idea.
to wrap a refrigerator at this point.
How about this? I have almost 4 pounds of strings, used strings, because I recycle them. You know,
Right.
I need 5 pounds to send them in.
I think
I have
actually,
stuff-
I think
I
I
have
have
4
a
pounds.
couple sets that I need to bring to you.
Right, but I got 4 pounds, and what I could do is I could just distribute it to everybody. Both you and Amanda. I can give
Used
No,
strings?
no,
Yeah.
please, please do not do that. Nobody needs. Are you up on your tetanus shots, Amanda?
No, I'm actually not.
I can only imagine having to haul around 1.5 pounds of old used guitar strings.
Right. Well,
Hard pass.
the
Yeah,
place I know recycles them, and you don't get much for them, but
yeah, but a little something is better than nothing,
yeah, they just don't
That's
go
true.
into the landfill. So
right? Yeah, no, that makes sense.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, before we move on, how was everybody's Thanksgiving?
Mine was pretty quiet.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, went up and visited the wife's parents for the day, and that was about it.
Not much happened
Exciting.
here.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean,
Same here. You know, it was just kind of, I mean, because we're out here, I mean, like we spent most of the day FaceTiming and calling people and that kind of thing. But yeah, it was just pretty relaxing. It's nice.
There you go.
You know? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, so the wife, she has to work every other holiday, so it always seems to either one year she's got to work Thanksgiving or she's got to work Christmas. This year was Thanksgiving, but I don't know what we're doing for Christmas this year because I mean,
And just,
normally
just to put it,
normally you guys come back to town, and it doesn't sound like that's the
Yeah.
plan this year.
no, we're not going to. You know, it's a lot of driving. It's just a lot of driving because we went to Idaho and then we went back to Iowa in October. It's just a lot. So, nah, I don't think we will this year. Next year. We're talking about it next year. So we'll see. But
Okay.
yeah, I don't know.
Okay. It's a long drive.
Yeah.
Rick, what's up with you?
Nothing much really. Well, I shouldn't say that. One thing I forgot to mention. Yeah. One thing I forgot to mention
Nothing
a few
new.
months ago was my brother Tom purchased a Fender American Vintage 2. It's a Fender Stratocaster. It's made in America, of course, and Olympic White. He got it a few months ago, and I forgot to mention it. Sorry, Tom.
I didn't actually know that. Dang, he must be saving up a lot of money. That's quite a spendy guitar there, but that looks nice.
Yep.
I would imagine that you'd save a lot of money after moving out of the state of New York, but that's just
Yeah, did you see that now they have they're I don't know if they're doing it or they're proposing to do it, but they're you have to pay now to drive a vehicle in during basically all the hours that you would be awake, like so when you're commuting to work and stuff.
what?
Really.
Yeah, they're supposed to be the first city in America that imposes high traffic time fees. So like
Oh, New York City?
yeah, but it's like this area of New York City. It's not the whole state or anything. It's like a congestion fee is basically what it is. And so if you operate a car, it'll cost this much. A truck can cost between this and this, depending on the size. A motorcycle will cost this. So basically, that's a huge revenue stream for the state. I don't know.
Is that
Yeah.
not what you pay your registration for and your taxes and everything? I don't understand.
It's just an added one.
Yeah, because New York is not expensive enough.
Right. We have to make it really expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, let me put it this way.
Yikes.
I hope I hope one of the politicians from New York is listening, because they should just get it over with and tax the air. I mean, come on.
There you go.
It's next.
Yeah.
It's next. I actually didn't even know that Tom played.
Huh?
I didn't.
Uncle Tom.
Yeah, Uncle Tom. I didn't know that he played.
Yeah. So does
Yeah.
Ed.
No,
My other brother.
I know. I
they
knew.
all three do.
Yeah, isn't that weird? I thought that I knew Ed did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
Tom plays too.
yeah, I just for whatever reason I was like, man,
Okay, yeah. I mean, he's got a nice collection of guitars too. So does Ed.
who's got the better collection?
Dad,
I don't know.
I'm sure.
I'm pleading the fifth.
Yeah, only because mom
Hold on.
listens.
Now, let me ask you a question, Dad. Okay, this
Go
is
ahead.
just between the three of us. With
Sure.
Mom
And
being out
everybody
here,
who listens.
Right.
with Mom being out here, have you or have you not purchased a new guitar?
I have not.
Okay, sure.
Yes, I have not.
That's the story we're sticking
Where-
with.
Why?
Just
you know,
asking. I'm just asking.
I
You
mean,
never know.
I'll put some guitars on my Christmas list.
It's a little late for that.
Why?
I'm just gonna say.
Well,
Yeah.
anyhow,
do they have a $30 ukulele there? Maybe I can get that.
there you go.
Yeah, because when I got this one here, the Squire, I was like, hey, take this home with you and do a complete setup and make it really nice. And he's like, I'm gonna need the receipt. Mom's gonna think it's mine.
Yep, that's right.
Have you played those harmonicas at all?
I do every once in a blue moon when the wife is at work. I play around and
You
and
need to
I
add that to the intro.
I blow on the harmonica, and about 10 minutes later, I'm lightheaded and pass out. I wake up to my
Oh,
cat licking my
yikes.
forehead.
Right. Does the cat make funny noise too?
Yeah. I think the cat just came back from the Crossroads. It's got a pretty mean howl.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. So getting back to the to my brother's Tom's guitar there. What started this was my brother Ed, my other brother, just purchased Greenie, and that's a 1959 Les Paul.
not the-
Not the Greenie.
Not the Greenie, right?
No, it's the
No
it's
one
the,
in this family could afford the Greenie.
Right.
What? Well, I mean, you know, he went out and he bought the Epiphone version of the Kurt Hamlet Green Burst, they call it, but it's Greenie basically. So
Isn't his
and-
name Hammett?
Yeah,
You said Hamlet,
I said
as in
Hamlet.
Shakespeare.
Oh, I was thinking of the omelet. Sorry.
Okay, all right. Kurt Hammett.
Yeah, Kirk Hammett.
Oh,
Hammett.
Kirk. I just called him
Kirk.
Kurt. Okay, well,
Yeah, it's Kirk.
Kirk.
jeez, all right.
Yeah.
Captain Kirk.
Nobody can get the name right.
Yes. We keep trying.
Yeah, I thought that he was going to pick up the 20. I don't know if it's the 2023, the new Joe Bonamassa guitar.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. He was sending me emails and actually not sending me emails. He was messaging me and saying, "Hey, look at this. Hey, look at that." But I just wasn't interested in it.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to pick one up, but then I was looking at the price and I'm like, not this time.
Yeah,
Not this time. I'll get there eventually.
I'm glad that okay, I know Joe Bonamassa does it all the time. He goes out and finds a nice guitar, and then he has Epiphone and the Gibson Custom Shop redo it and
Right.
come out with a really nice thing, and it's extra money and stuff like that. And I do appreciate a lot of those guys do it in here. Kirk does the same thing with Greenie, because he purchased Greenie for an undisclosed amount. So.
Which means a lot.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a classic guitar. I mean, it's a well-known. A lot of people have used it, so it has a lot of heritage. So
I should. I don't know. Let's see here. I was gonna wonder what the price is on that.
on what? I think it's 14 for the Epiphone and 3.2 for the
Yep.
2200.
Right on the money. But if you want the collector's edition, that's 20 grand.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, Gibson will sell it.
Somebody will buy it. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that collect stuff like that.
I
sell
wish if I didn't have to buy a new car, maybe I would have the money sitting around for a $20,000 guitar.
Sure.
No. Not a chance.
I think a car is a little bit more important right now.
Well, yeah. Although I did not want a car payment. I kind of like not having a car payment.
Right.
But who doesn't?
Yeah, that's true.
Facts.
Yeah.
So that's my little what's new.
No, that's cool. That's cool. We'll have to. I was going to say, if any of the listeners have some choices to add to my 10 songs in 12 months, feel free to hit us up. Amanda will tell you at the end of the show where you can do that. But 10 songs in 12 months, and I have to hit blues, rock, country, and classical-ish, if that makes sense.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
That does sound like a challenge.
I'm really trying to do a challenge here.
Okay.
Dad?
Sounds good. Yeah, I mean, hey,
This is
more power
this is
to
our
you.
supportive father. Cool.
Yes, more power to you.
We were gonna do a like a movie review type of episode this one, and that kind of fell through just because everybody's busy. Amanda has company, so
Right.
she's just watching Christmas movies. Were there any guitar related Christmas movies?
No.
I don't remember if, like, in Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin hit, like, one of the robbers over the head with a guitar or anything.
No, but that would have been funny. No, I can't think of. No, now I'm like trying to rack my brain trying to think. I don't think so.
Have you seen the movie Crossroads?
No.
I have.
Well, yeah, I know you have. I was just asking Amanda if she had.
I mean, if I would have known in advance, maybe I would have, watched a bit of it. But
Well, okay. I'm going to.
sometimes the notes for these episodes come out a little last minute, so
I'm going to have to call the BS one on this one.
Why?
Because
Okay, well, hold on.
Crossroads
I've
has
been
been
busy.
in
I've
these
been busy.
notes since right
Has
after the
it?
last episode. Yeah.
I've been busy.
Yeah.
So-
See, I was trying to cover for you. But that's okay. If you want to pull the bus forward, throw it in reverse, and get under the tires, run yourself over, you're more than free to do so.
Oh, jeez. All right. No, I have not seen it.
Yeah. So
But it sounds like we're going to learn all about it today.
we're gonna talk a little bit about this movie Crossroads because Dad has mentioned it a few times, and I don't recall ever seeing it. I'm sure that I have growing up at some
Actually,
point. And
Didn't Britney Spears do a movie called Crossroads?
Yes.
Okay, that's the one I remember. Was that like a remake of the original?
I don't know if it was a remake, but I know she did one.
Okay.
I don't know if. Yeah, I have no idea. I didn't see that one.
So you don't even know if it has anything to do with the original movie.
well, we're talking about the 1986 Crossroads.
Right, but I'm
Right.
saying for millennials like myself, maybe they might recognize the Britney Spears version if it's the same.
Does Britney Spears play guitar?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, does she play like Steve Vai?
I'm just
I mean, she could probably
No.
learn. I mean,
This
if the
is-
Karate Kid can learn to wax on, wax off, and a few years later play guitar, anybody can do it.
Yeah. that's-
no, I don't think it's the same movie. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're
Okay.
different things.
Yeah. Apologies.
Yeah.
Moving on to the original only version out there.
Yeah. I think it was, 1986, right?
Yeah, 1986. So I had trouble finding this movie.
Why?
I don't subscribe to a whole lot of streaming services, and I couldn't find it on any of the channels that we have with TV or any. I ended up having to buy the movie through Apple TV.
Was it worth it?
For me, yes.
Okay.
Okay, and here's why. And I think I've said this before, but a lot of the movies that I really like one of them is The Martian. I'm horrible with names, but and there's a few war movies and stuff like that.
Okay.
I like to listen to those movies. So
Okay.
I'll buy them and then I will rip an audio, and I know that's probably illegal, but I am not distributing.
Whoa.
I am not
Oh.
I'm not doing any of that. This is for my purposes only. but I rip an audio version so that I can listen to it without having to have the visual.
The FBI has entered the chat.
They can. I don't care. I purchased the movie. I do what
Yeah,
I do
I
with
think
my
you've
property.
mentioned before that you do that you'd rather listen than sit and like watch or whatever.
Like The Martian, that's a movie that I've seen it enough times. I know what it is, and I can see the movie as I'm listening to it. And so I got Crossroads. I watched it once, and then I made the audio version. I've listened to that probably 15 times since then.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Because it's got a good story. It's got good music in it.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, listening to the audio version is a little bit better because then I can forget that the main character or one of the main characters is the Karate Kid.
Yes.
Yeah. I just brought it up on my TV to see if I could stream it for free based on all of the apps that I use. I can't. You have to buy it. And the screenshot was of the Karate Kid playing the guitar. And I was like, wait a second. Is this the right movie?
Yeah,
so I didn't know. Yeah, it's the Karate Kid.
It's
okay.
the Karate, same haircut, same voice, same. The only thing that changed was the clothes.
Yeah.
Well, I
I
think
know
the
Mr.
story,
Miyagi.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I think-
Different mentor now.
Right.
I think the story would be more believable if he just waxed the guitar.
He's in a luthier shop, just
Yeah.
I
Wax on,
guitars.
wax off. Yeah.
Ever
Paint
since I
the
won the
fence.
World Karate Tournament, now I just I wax guitars,
Yes.
and it's connected to a record store. I think, yeah, you're right. That would be a great story.
Yes. Yeah, but not this. This is Crossroads is a little different. It's a drama film inspired by the legend of the blues musician. Robert Johnson. I know who Robert Johnson is. I'm not familiar with a tremendous amount of his stuff. I'm only a small percentage of his stuff I've listened to, but he is a blues player.
I did see that because I've actually, and I think I don't know if we can make a whole episode about it. I think it'd be a cool idea to talk about the Crossroads and where that comes from, and how important that is in music folklore.
Yeah, I mean, we can do that.
Yeah, but I did see Robert Johnson on there, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. That's something I'm going to do is see if I can look up some of his music and listen.
Yeah, he's got some really good stuff. A lot of the blues legends out there, B.B. King, Albert King, Albert Collins, Stevie Ray Vaughan, they all picked up stuff from Robert Johnson. But he is a legend.
Among many, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. He's not the only one, but he's definitely a really big influence on a lot of the stuff, a lot of the blues stuff that came out of, like the old Mississippi type, like the Delta blues and all that other stuff. So that's where he came from.
So the Karate Kid is that Ralph Macchiato or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm not going to try to butcher that last name, so we'll just call him Ralphie Boy or the Karate Kid.
Did you call him macchiato?
Yeah, I did.
As in the coffee?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, because everybody knows it's wrong. But yeah, so he's going to school. You got full ride scholarship. What is it? Juilliard for classical music. And I thought it was funny when he's like performing in front of his instructor and he's doing classical. Then he just switches and ends in a blues riff, and the instructor's just like, "It was good to a point."
I did get a kick out of that.
So then he gets brought into the office and is basically told, "You're here for this reason, not the other reason. Don't go doing that, whatever." But then all of a sudden, he's on like he's trying to meet this what was the character's name?
Oh, and I can't remember.
I can't either. But anyway, so this musician. He's in a nursing home or whatever, what have you, and he gets a job there so that he can meet him, and it basically gets convinced to help the guy escape. So now let's just say that he's on this 2-week vacation. So how did that happen? Like,
I don't know. They sort of left out a lot.
yeah, but this movie reminded me that and I say back in the day, but I mean, that was when movies were like, if you hit that 90-minute mark, it was too long. Nobody wanted more than 90 minutes.
Right. Yeah, and that's true.
Compared to today, where people are like, oh, I'm paying for this movie, I want 3 hours.
Yeah.
Which
I'm
not a fan of. But yeah, because of the short 90-minute-ish time frame, a lot I felt was left out of the story.
Yeah.
But it was cool. It was a cool little adventure, how two people got to know each other a little bit better and, through music and so on and so forth. All for this, last and final the 30th song, as they called it.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if he ever did get that 30th song.
I don't know. That was Steve Vai played there too.
Yeah.
With Ralph.
Yeah, so that was the whole
that was a competition.
Right, that was a competition, but how did we get there, right?
Yeah, that's where I got sort of lost too, but
yeah. So the old musician, Four Eyes. I know because he wears glasses. I know somebody in the movie referred to him as Four Eyes.
Okay.
So I know that's not the character's name. I apologize.
Yeah.
So anyway, like he's the one who supposedly sold his soul to the devil to be able to play back when he was a kid. So his agenda throughout the whole movie is to basically go back to the Crossroads and have his contract ripped up.
Yes.
His contract with the devil?
Yes.
Yeah, he sold his soul.
Why is everything so satanic these days?
I
don't
have
understand.
no idea.
Why is that always like a thing? Like you hear that about Hollywood too. Like they sell their soul or whatever to become famous. Why is that always
I've
like a
never heard
thing?
that about Hollywood. I'd believe it.
Yeah. They're always like they always have movies about that and like series and stuff.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
I guess
I didn't realize that movie was about that.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Yeah. I mean, what it is the guy wants to become famous, and he wants to move along, and he basically makes a deal with the devil and sells his soul to the devil, and he becomes famous, and now he wants to have the contract ripped up.
So the Crossroads is like a metaphoric kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say so, yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So the Crossroads, the Crossroads, like I said, it'd be cool to do a full episode about this. But basically, it's the Crossroads, this intersection somewhere down south, where if you go there and you hang around at the Crossroads long enough, one of the devil's salespeople will appear, and you basically make the agreement to sell your soul to the devil, and you can become famous and have this talent.
Right.
Because that's, I guess, where did you learn how to play like that?
Right. All you have to do, the salesman I think he was in a plaid suit, wasn't he?
I think in the beginning of the movie, maybe, yeah, I don't know. But at first I thought, because I was like, oh man, this is my car salesman. But not the same guy. Not the same guy.
It's not the same guy, I know. I was only joking about the plaid suit. But.
So anyway, like the Karate Kid, old Ralphie boy, he thinks that he's basically helping Four Eyes to basically get back to his home where he grew up, and in exchange he's going to get the unreleased 30th song or whatever. But in reality, Four Eyes has this whole other agenda. And then when they get there, somehow, I think it was, okay, hey, we're not going to rip up your contract, but I'm willing to make a trade. So, Yep. So Four Eyes his contract will be ripped up, but he's going to take he's going to put the Karate Kid on contract. And so somehow that ends up being like, okay, but if I beat your guy in a guitar battle, we're both free and clear.
Yeah, battle of the guitar, yeah.
Yeah. Now, that is probably one of the best and worst pieces of the whole movie.
Yes, I realize that. Because Steve Vai is an unbelievable guitarist.
Yeah, absolutely.
and you got this guy Steve Vai is noted in the industry, and then you got the Karate Kid coming out and just like trying to beat him.
Right, right.
Somebody has like, it's almost like the Karate Kid movie where he does in the first Karate Kid movie it takes him like 6 months to learn how to do all that stuff when in reality it takes years.
Yeah.
So
well,
sort of the same thing.
Yeah, and what kills me is that it's a great battle, everybody's vibing, and then all of a sudden Stevie Vai thinks he's won, and then Karate Kid comes back and starts this new riff, and it's almost like a rock blues version of what he was playing classically at the beginning of the movie.
Yep.
So I thought that was really cool. But then all of a sudden, Stevie Vai picks up his guitar to come back, and all of a sudden he's got noodle fingers and just can't play.
Yep. Yeah.
Like,
don't know what happened there.
I was like, come on, what? Like, did you only have 15 minutes of playtime and you ran over your time, and then that didn't make any sense to me.
No, it didn't. But I don't know. I watched the movie a long time ago and never really watched it again.
It's a good movie. I would watch it. If it was on TV, I would actually take the time to sit down and watch it. I did buy it. I don't remember what the cost was. It wasn't the price of like a brand new movie or anything like that. Probably $10. So I'm gonna have to write that as a business expense for the Pandemic Guitar Podcast. That makes no money. But no, it's a good movie. I'm glad that I did purchase it, and I'm glad that I did watch it, and I'm sure I'm gonna watch it again. I definitely will listen to it again and again and again.
Right.
Now, this movie,
I'll probably watch it. I'll probably watch it again too. But
what did that movie make?
I mean, it grossed a total of just a little under $6 million.
But didn't it cost like $6 million to make the movie?
Yes, it was pretty. I don't think it really made that much money off of it.
Yeah, I just don't know in '86 if there was enough interest out there for this style of a movie.
Yeah, as I said, it was. I think it was. I know that I've read a lot about. It was a hard movie to sell because of, the whole vision that the whole. I mean, the original producer had that vision, and they wanted to try to make this movie as close to the musician Robert Johnson's, I guess, inspired type movie, and it just sort of, I don't know. They had a hard time selling it. I know that.
Yeah, no, I could see why, and especially when you're trying to tell somebody's story, they probably recorded 3 hours worth of movie, but had to cut it down to 90 minutes, and I don't know what it's like, 90 or 96 minutes or something like that. So I'm sure they ended up in the editing room. They had to take a whole lot out.
Well, I think all movies, a lot of stuff ends up on the floor, the cutting floor.
Yeah,
when they're doing it. So I'm sure a lot of stuff ended up here, and they had to pick and choose pieces to make it to get it in there. So
now this is interesting. Rotten Tomatoes, gave it 96%. Gave it a rating of 96%. Now I almost said Rotten Potatoes.
Potatoes.
I better buy that domain before somebody else does. I've noticed that when they score something low, I tend to like it. And when they score something high, I tend to hate it.
Yeah. I've noticed that too.
That's just me. I don't know.
Wait, so Rotten Tomatoes said it was bad.
Yeah, basically.
Oh.
I don't remember I don't know if their highest score is 100%. So basically their movie reviews, and I assume they do 0 to 100. And the higher the number, the more fresh it is, the better it is.
Right.
So 76, I would imagine, is a pretty low score.
I think it is. Yeah. And that was as of right now too.
Yeah. Are you Googling it right now?
I'm just reading the notes I got in there.
No, I'm talking to Amanda.
No.
Oh.
No, I'm looking up this vacuum on QVC. I'm really interested.
Does it play music?
You're trying to
No.
podcast right now.
But it's a little, no, hold on. It's a little mini vacuum, okay? It cleans up quick messes, all right? It's, they're selling me on it. Okay. No. So, no, I was not looking anything up regarding Crossroads.
Oh.
I'm listening, though. I can multitask.
No, that's really, again, if you have the opportunity to, I would check it out. I mean, for a lot of people, just like then, I don't necessarily know if a lot of people would be happy going out and buying it, but, for me, it was worth it. I like the movie.
Well, any of our listeners, if they want to chime in, on the podcast, just email us, and Amanda will have that information at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
So what are you listening to? Anything new?
Me?
Well, anybody.
Oh,
No.
You're not listening to
Yeah,
anybody
hold
new?
on. I did catch this in the show notes. Okay. And this got me thinking because I just saw a study that was done that said, and I had to pull it up, that said, after the age of 30, you stop listening to new music. You stop actively trying to search for new music.
Yeah,
Do you guys think that's true?
no.
Well, no, you said that if you stop actively then
right.
Yes. That was me. I was stuck in like, this is my bands, this is what I know, this is what I'm going to listen to.
Yeah.
And I used to be the chronic skipper. Like, next. Now I listen to almost anything that comes across.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting because it says like our musical tastes begin to get locked in stone when we hit 24. And by 31, we're basically in a musical paralysis that we can't get out of. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
That is interesting.
And that we typically tend to play the same music that we were into between the ages of 11 and 16 over and over on repeat as an adult. And for me, that's true, but that's just me.
Yeah, I can see that because anytime a song comes on that was on all my albums, that's what I call music, volumes 1 through 78. I'm like, yeah, I know that song.
Yeah.
Yeah. With me, it hasn't been like that. I keep on switching all the time. I'll listen to blues, and then I'll listen to, I'll listen to new artists and stuff out there. And I'll listen to some of the old stuff too, and then I'll switch over to neoclassical.
I think for me, it's more of an accidental thing. If you have something on shuffle and then Spotify will throw in new artists for you. And then I'll be like, oh, I actually like that,
Right.
Yeah.
There are websites out there that kind of have more lesser known bands that they upload their music to. And people will just search on those websites and just try to find kind of underground bands. So there's something like that. But I can't, lately I haven't had the time to dedicate to just try to find something new to listen to. Just because I've been busy with mom coming out here in the holidays and whatnot.
Right.
But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
My thing is, this actually happened back in September. Amazon announced that they were getting rid of their newsstand. So no more magazine subscriptions, no more Kindle magazines. They're done.
Oh, really?
So I was actually looking. Yeah, that's a bummer because I like to have my magazines on my Kindle so that my Kindle is nice and light, easy to travel with. Well, that's done. That's gone. So now I'm like, crap, where do I get magazines? Because I don't like killing trees. I don't like getting magazines in the mail. I don't like them sitting around. I hate throwing them away. I like digital. So now I'm looking at News Plus through Apple because, and I was doing my research, a lot of the music magazines are available through that platform. I just don't want to have to pay for it.
That's interesting.
That's one of my bones to pick with Street Puddle, is that I order one thing, let's say, one or two things for either dad or you once a year from Street Puddle. And then what do I get in the mail? This huge, super, thick magazine, book, whatever.
That is the only magazine that I keep every year.
Yeah.
The last one is sitting on my my dining room table. No, it's sitting on my dining room table downstairs in the basement.
Wow.
Because that's where I'll just go and hang out and, play PlayStation or whatever. And while I'm waiting for an update or whatever, I'll just flip through it and look at all the fancy things that I can't afford.
Yep.
But that's the same way because your husband puts things on his Christmas lists, and I go out and buy them, and I am email attacked for the rest of my life.
Yeah. You did the same thing with August Burns Red after you guys bought me that T-shirt last year. You're like, did you know they're on tour now?
Yeah. I get emails from them as well. But
that's funny.
Where I was going with this is that there's an article, because one of the bands that I listen to, Ghost, they're getting ready to release, or they're working on a new album. So the magazine, I think, is called Metal Hammer. And if I subscribe through Apple Plus, I can get the issue of that magazine, which I don't want a subscription to, but if there's a good article in it, I want to check it out. So I'm like, I don't know, I'm looking at that. But one of the things I've mentioned before, I like Tidal as my streaming. It's my primary streaming source.
Yep.
And I don't know if Spotify or any of these other companies do this, but on Tidal, I can create a playlist and share it with anybody and everybody. So that's what I did with our Thanksgiving playlist, or Thanksgiving songs.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep. And so I'm going to probably, if we do something with Christmas or whatever, the other thing that they have, and I use this all the time at work, when I go to the home screen on my phone, they have people, like actual subscribers, that are streaming their playlist live. So I'll go through there and I'll be like, oh, that sounds like music I might be interested in. And I'll click and I'll just listen to what other people are listening to. So it's kind of cool. And that's actually how I stumbled upon an artist. His name's Coulter Wall.
Yep, and heard of him.
So I never heard of him.
Yeah, he sounds very much older.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, then he looks, I heard of him from Joe Rogan. But he's interesting.
Yeah.
His music is very good.
I like that. He's got that old bluegrass sound. It's just him. Excuse me. It's him. It's his guitar. He's got a kick drum. I mean, kind of like a one-man band type of thing. Pretty relaxing to listen to.
He's almost a little Johnny Cash-esque.
Yeah, a little bit. I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think he's like in his 20s? I don't even know. Maybe younger than that.
Yeah, that I don't know. But I discovered Coulter Wall, so I figured I'd just give a shout out there. That's what I'm listening to right now.
I'm gonna have to check him out.
Yeah.
You'll like it.
I do like that he's a solo artist. He has, I don't know, does he creates, he has on stage kick drum?
Yeah.
He's set?
It's just a kick drum, sits right behind him, and then he just sits there with his heel as he's standing there playing the guitar.
Different.
It's pretty cool. It's the exact same thing that my buddy Luke Fox, who won't return any of my text messages or phone calls.
Probably busy.
I know he's busy. But yeah, same kind of concept, which is really good. I like that. And I really wanted to save this for the next episode, but I can't wait. I just can't.
What's that? You bought another guitar.
No.
Are you pregnant?
No. No.
Okay.
Joe Bonamassa just released a Christmas album.
Oh, yeah.
On
Whoa,
December
really?
8th. Yeah, and I've only listened to the first 3 songs. I'm really digging it. And it is free. 100% free. So you can go to his website, add it to your cart for $0, check out, and he will send you a link where you can download his album.
Well, I'm sure he personally doesn't. But
Well, yeah, I'm sure that he personally does not. So yeah, if you want to get on the
I think
Joe,
it's also on Spotify. You can listen to it for free
Yep.
on Spotify.
he is also on Tidal and Apple Music. Now, on Apple Music, it popped right up, but on Tidal, I don't think it's indexed yet, so I had to actually search for the album.
So
I
now,
see.
does he sing, or is it just straight
He does sing.
guitar? Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. I'll have to give that a listen.
You have to go to, if you ever have the chance to go to one of his concerts, you just have to.
Yeah, he's
Really?
amazing.
Yeah, it's more chill than your blah, blah, blah music, but
Jeez. Okay.
yeah, I think when we went, it wasn't until the last 15 minutes. Like the whole concert, we were just sitting down, enjoying the music, and then the last 15 minutes, everybody was on their feet.
Yep. Yeah. And thank God we brought the earplugs with us.
Yeah,
We would have been, afterwards, we would have been saying, huh? What? Huh?
Oh,
What?
yeah,
Well,
it
you know
was
what?
so
You know what they
loud.
say is when the music is getting too loud, that means you're getting too old.
This was loud.
Right?
I will.
Look,
take
I
it.
have permanent hearing damage from the amount of like shows that I've been to since I was like, what, 15 or 16 years old. I have constant ringing in my ears from the amount of loudspeakers that I've been like right next to.
Well, that seems like that's a you problem. I have
Look,
ringing
I was
in my
young and dumb.
ears
As
for-
an adult, I wear those little squishy things that go in your ears when I go to a concert.
Oh,
Now I'm smart.
See, all right. Wait, I might have to add something to your Christmas list.
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
There's so many better hearing protection out there than
Oh
those
yeah, we
squishy
talked
things.
about that several podcasts ago.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
I just, they're cheap, and I just have them in my pocket. So
No.
well, if
yeah,
you want to go cheap, you get that that foam sealant and just spray a little in there.
when you,
don't
when you
do
take
that,
them out, it
folks.
takes all your ear hair too.
jeez.
Yeah. So that's that. I did get one thing on. Of course, Dad's list is almost all gift cards, and,
Gift cards.
and music and guitar related stuff. I did get one thing.
No,
on
it isn't.
What on your list is not gift cards and or music related?
Well, he's got some computer parts on there.
Yeah. I got some Raspberry
that's
Pis
right.
on there.
Yeah, you see, just another hobby of many hobbies.
Well,
I didn't see.
just got my,
Would you put Raspberry Pis on yours?
Yeah.
No, it's a similar. It's the
The Libra.
yeah, Libra.
Okay, I was going to say sometimes you tend to just copy my Christmas list.
No, well, I
I was gonna tell you, Tim. Did you know that your wife also wants the Metallica tab book? Because it's also on her list. Just to let you know.
No. So okay, now that is weird because I added it to my list, and then I went back into edit, and it showed twice.
Huh?
sounds like a bug to me.
Yeah.
It's never ever. I'm just going to cross it off on her list because if I can't remove it without going into the back end database.
Yeah.
So I'll just cross it off.
Well, you used to be able to put comments on there, and you can't anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that. Probably, you know what? The programmer probably wasn't getting paid enough.
Probably. Probably.
All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap up this episode, episode number 36. Stay tuned. Next week, we'll be back with our very, very special Christmas episode. And then we're going to take a break, come back, and hopefully have all sorts of cool things for you to not want to listen to. Or, well, maybe you do want to
In the
listen
new year.
You know,
Yeah.
In the new year.
in the
Yeah.
new year, 2024, which will be, what would that be? That'd be the end of 4 years or the beginning of 4 years of me finally trying to learn how to play. I think I started in 2020.
You started in 2020? Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
it'd
we-
be the beginning of year 4.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dang. I've progressed a long way. I know 3 chords.
There you go. You need to know another 3.
There are no 10 songs. I'm going from 3 chords to 10 songs in 12 months.
Yep.
Amanda, while you were
can do it.
shopping for small vacuums and looking up Crossroads, the movie, you happen to have time to put together an outro?
I did. I did. It's nothing fancy.
You're the secret sauce.
Yeah. Yeah, but like Tim said earlier, if you guys want to reach out and give Tim some ideas of one of the 10 songs that he can learn, just reach out to us at Instagram at Pandemic Guitar or by email, which is pandemicguitar@icloud.com, and also now on Facebook. And we hope you tune in next time, but until then, keep on playing or don't, we won't tell.
Sounds like a plan. You out of breath?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It does.
See everybody next week.
See ya.
Take it easy, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.